The first thing I discovered about being on a team was I have to serve the song. If you want to be good at something, you got to put in the time. You got to work hard. When you bring me into your organization, I'm going to motivate, I'm going to entertain, I'm going to educate, I'm going to play rock and roll drums with rock and roll music. Everybody's going to leave with something.
I love the shirt. I love the boots. Kenny, always a pleasure. John Fogerty, ladies and gentlemen.
I motivate my audiences from my experiences playing with people like Sting, Elton John, people like Buddy Guy, Ray Charles, Avril Lavigne, Michelle Branch. To do your homework. I'm like famous for this. Just ridiculous amount of work.
Now, I don't want to tell you how to do your business. I think your drummer may be a little anemic.
Boom, we are live, everybody. Welcome to this special live event, Jack and Diane solo contest results with the one and only Mr. Kenny Aronoff. My name is Peter Clark, Red TV, and let's introduce the man of the hour, Mr. Kenny Aronoff. How are you, my fine friend?
I'm great, man. You go boom, I go kabam.
That's right, kabam. That's the coffee, just so everyone knows. A little plug. I knew you'd get the plug in for the coffee somehow, man. That's fantastic. Hey, good to see you, my friend. We haven't chatted in a while. I know you've been super busy, and thank you for fitting in. That's the time, everybody. We're normally on a little later than we're doing it right now, but what we're trying to do is accommodate Kenny's very busy schedule. So we're trying to take advantage of that. Speaking of schedule, tell us what you've been up to and a couple things you've been working on specifically, and we'll go from there.
Well, hopefully I won't be interrupted. I just signed a deal with LP Percussion, so they've already delivered one massive truckload of stuff, and I'm doing a photo shoot in a couple of days, and so I do this weird thing. I create these weird like drum kits out of percussion, which I used to do back in the day with Mellencamp. I would create these very bizarre combinations of percussion, and then I'd record them and make a loop out of them, crush them, stick them through Sans amps, and it'd be this loop in the background. So I've got this. You guys are gonna flip. This is the most bizarre. One kick drum is a cajon with a bass drum on it, and then there's another 16-inch kick drum, and I've got headed tambourines and big, huge sordo drums, and then weird metal buckets, and then a tabla, which they don't make, but it's all in there. And I muffle everything down. It's very funky, and they spend a lot of. There's only one crash, and it's like about a. I don't know, it might be a 14-inch crash with a little china on it. My hi-hats are 10 inches.
Nice.
So anyway, that's what I'm doing. But Access TV did a Sammy Hagar's last episode on his road, whatever they call it.
Yeah, I think it's called Rock and Roll Road Show, something like that.
Yeah. And so the last episode was done in my studio, Access TV, Uncommon Studios, LA. It'll be on Sunday, and it features Steve Lukather, who's a buddy of mine who actually asked me to go up and have coffee right now, but I said I'm busy doing this. But he's one of the baddest ass guitar players ever on the planet, and we jam. We actually do Crossroads by Cream. His son Trevor plays, and Sammy sings. You have to understand, when Sammy sings, he said, I don't need a monitor. He sings perfectly in pitch with no monitors.
Wow.
That's uncanny, you guys.
That is.
Let's see. And I'm starting Joe Satriani's new record next, even though our record came out number 8 on Billboard. since there's no touring. I'm starting another record. This record is going to be very interesting because it's my studio and I'm recording just the drums by itself. I'm implementing all this percussion wherever I can. I'm playing marimba. I have a big ass old marimba in my studio. Stuff that I don't usually have time for that's going to make it. I'm kind of thinking, I'm hearing in my head a little influence from old Weather Report. Very, very big ass grooves with some exotic percussion that's not your typical. It's bizarre, you guys. It's going to be out of time and very bizarre. You wait. And then, I just recorded 5 songs this weekend, one for David Pack from Ambrosia, not for Ambrosia, but he's a genius, unbelievable. And I'm going to be doing my audio book very soon in my studio. I'm leaving. Oh, I'm leaving one of the biggest things out. When this pandemic hit, I had all these speaking gigs booked. And
Yeah.
I immediately, in the first week of the pandemic, I invested in a lot of equipment to go virtual.
Mm.
And I finally did my first virtual speech from my studio last Thursday. Now, I thought maybe in 2021 we'll do that, but it happened. And
Mm.
it's a lot of moving parts, you guys. It's like, it's not only a lot of cameras and lights on a speaking location in my studio and the drum location, but then, as Peter knows, you got to get the sound right. I've got to
Mm.
get the headset right so that the volume my speaking voice goes into a mixer. The drums, all the drums that the drum sound comes from the control room out of the Pro Tools, left and right into the mixer. The music comes left and right out of another computer into the mixer. All those levels have to be balanced, as Peter knows, to go into
Oh,
Zoom.
it's
It
it's
goes, it's
it is
very, very complicated. I have to remember to mute the button every time I play. If I don't mute, that mic picks up the drum sounds horrible. I
right.
have to, and then I have a switcher. I go from one place where I'm standing over to the drums. I hit a button, it switches to the other camera.
Switches to yeah.
Now I just ordered another switcher where I do something that's a little bit different. Instead of having my deck, which is pictures and a video, and
Hmm.
instead of having it in Zoom, you can see me, my face full on Zoom. Behind me is a TV monitor, which has my deck there. But to get the lighting right, so you get me and that TV monitor perfectly in focus with the right
Well,
lighting.
just like this one behind me.
Yeah,
It's
it's
very
so
hard to get it not blown out.
finally figured it out. We dulled that.
You'll have to
Yep.
tell me
Yeah, I
later.
will.
Tell me
I
later.
will. And the switcher now I will go this position where I'm talking, the drum set position, or I can put the picture from my deck on the main screen and then take it off.
See, that's
So,
cool.
so if I'm talking to you in Zoom, typically it's one or the other was filling the screen, the
Yes,
picture or me. And
right.
then one of us was that big, and I went, nah, I want it to be big picture back to me, big picture back to me, to me, picture back to me. Just joking, but I mean, so that was a huge accomplishment, and I'm
That is great.
already, just so you guys all know, because I'm the hyperachiever, stickler, workaholic guy. I'm already improving my deck. I'm already are having meetings this afternoon to improve my speech. I mean, it's just everything is. It's exciting though that, and the takeaway here is, folks, is that in this adversity and in this crazy time, instead of like freaking out, I'm not saying I didn't get a little bit like, oh my God, but I made a quick adjustments and adapted to the situation and came up with solutions. Now,
Absolutely.
the trick is the solution may not come immediately, but that doesn't mean you don't stop trying. Sometimes the solution comes a year or 2 years later.
Oh, sure. And you know what it's all about? What we do a little bit of this offline as well. And I know
Yeah.
that you do it with other people. I do it with other people, but you and I even do it collectively. Is that doing this, sharing ideas, trying to figure out what everyone else is doing, and then adapting that. So, like you said, for your speaking and be able to go out and do it publicly, where that's not an option right now, to be able to convert your existing studio into something that can be more of a
Yeah.
virtual speaking platform.
Mm.
I mean, that's an amazing transition. So that is a great lesson for everybody out there, because we need to adapt right now. It's 2020. We're going into 2021. I don't think it's going to change too much over the next 6 months, or whatever your business is. Let's all learn to adapt. So listen, my friend, I super appreciate you joining us right now. And I know you have a photo shoot coming up this afternoon as well. We're trying to squeeze all this in, everybody. So let's just jump to a couple quick comments here, Kenny, because there's all kinds of cool people on here doing their thing. Hey, Michael, how are you, my fine friend? There's a hey, Ramona. Hey, how are you? Hi, Peter from Florida. There we go. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's not forget Kenny makes, let's see, Eric John Pliner. Do you know like these people? I don't know.
I don't, but I know obviously.
Hey, there's Linda. You know Linda.
I know Linda.
There you go. Very cool. So there's Carol.
I know.
There's a couple cool
names. Thank you.
It's really cool. I want to throw all these things in there. Michael Better.
Teen Town Percussion. Oh, Teen Town, right. Better That's Teen Town.
There you go.
Oh, I know Karen. She's IU.
Love Weather Report. Just starting your book. Looking forward to filling in the blanks. Glad to hear it's all as well. There you go.
Karen, I want to ask Karen. Did you see Weather Report? No, Karen's much younger than me. I saw Weather Report when I was a freshman. I was a freshman at IU.
We won't go into that. We won't go into ages here. Let's leave that stuff alone. There we go.
Well, I'm old. She's beautiful.
There you go. Great. That you just a good comeback. That was a great comeback. I'm just throwing some up here, everybody. I apologize. We're trying to get everybody in here and all this kind of stuff. Hey, Kenny.
What's Sven?
I always love when people tune in from around the world. I must say, hey, Brazil, how are you? Good to see you.
And that Sven was from, I think that's got to be Sweden.
There you go. Here's Kim. Kenny, your drum solo was the defining moment in Jack and Diane. That's Kim from Long Island. I kind of agree with that.
Thanks, Kim. It was almost not on the song. The song was, until we put the drum solo, until I programmed the machine, they thought that was going to be the solution. The song wasn't going to even make the record. It was a cool song, but we didn't know how to arrange it. Anyway, thank you very much. The drum solo,
and I tend to agree with that. It's one of those, we talked about this before, and that's the fun part about this contest is that, there's two songs basically, I think, in the planet that has air drums, and Phil Collins obviously is one, but yours is the other one, and that's the most well-played one. So that's what we're here doing today, everybody. We want to take advantage of Ken's time right now and be able to kind of get some of the entries that we had. Ken, we had so many entries and so many emails that came in and so on. So if anyone got left out right away, nothing to do with Kenny, my fault, and whoever's checking our emails and all that kind of stuff, it happens. But we got so many entries and we had to kind of narrow down some fun to basically grab 10 of these things and put them together so that you could see it and so on. So we appreciate everybody. We have a quick video here, Kenny, that I'm going to play for you right now and for everybody that actually participated, because listen, I have total respect for people to put their time and energy into things that exactly does that. Takes time, technical awareness, all that stuff. So we appreciate you doing that. So that's why I wanted to make sure we got a few names and faces up there. So I put together 10 for you, Kenny, and we got their names there as well. Some are, hey, I'm going to let you judge, and we'll talk about it a little bit. There's one or two in there for just fun. And it's all cool. It's all good. But hey, a shout out to everybody for doing it. That's for sure. And I know you were pretty pumped about that. Hey, Kenny, I just wanted to mention something to you. I want to thank everybody who's joining us right now on YouTube, of course, on Facebook. We're also, I'm pushing this out to LinkedIn right now, Kenny, just so you know.
Wow.
Yeah, fantastic. So I'm pushing this out to LinkedIn right now. And I want to give a shout out to my good friend, and you're a good friend, Fran Strine from Power Chord Films, who allowed us right now to simulcast on a Hired Gun Facebook page. So we're live as there as well. So of course everyone knows Hired Gun, fantastic movie, and Kenny was in that, of course. So we appreciate that. So thanks to Ray Parker Jr. For his partner Fran, and Ola Strom for allowing us to broadcast there as well. Okay, let's get to the videos. Kenny, I'll just let them play through. I'll avoid talking over them if I can. Some of them I can't help but make a comment or two. You can too as well. If you want to watch something again, let me know, and then we'll figure that out. So let's just see if I can get this all lined up.
By the way, I want to tell Fran that you should. I think that when you name that movie or that documentary, I think I'm the gun in Hired Gun. Right, Fran? I'm the gun. All right, just go ahead. Next.
Everyone else is hired. You're the gun.
I'm the gun.
We'll pass it on to Ray and all those guys afterwards. Yeah, we'll pass it on. Your buddy Steve up the street won't want that coffee now. He was in that film too.
Nobody will argue because I'm loud like a gun.
It's rock and roll, man. It's rock and roll. Okay, so let me just bring this over here, everybody, and let's just play some video here, Kenny, and we'll just see what goes on. So thanks again, everybody, for participating.
Hey, Kenny, my name's Jesse Lee, man. Just thought I'd jump in this competition at the last second, man. Once I heard about it, I'm in the middle of a renovation right now. I had nowhere to set my stuff up. So
I love it. See, I love that.
Finished part of the basement we're about to tear down. So here it goes.
Nice work.
And that's
Big
it.
sound. The drums sound good in that room. They shouldn't change it.
And hopefully you do more contests like this in the future.
There you go. Yeah, you should leave that room alone.
Supposed to go down on that one there.
Lisa threw in a little editing in there. I like that.
The thing about Lisa is that people don't realize she's not a drummer. She had to work her ass off, I've heard. That's pretty cool.
That is.
And
that's pretty cool for a non-drummer.
yeah.
This guy's a monster hitter, isn't he? Yeah. And the Fogarty baseball jersey. Love it.
Yeah.
I love this one. I love this guy.
He's a little different. I love the fact he just went and did his own thing. It was so different from what I do. I was like, what?
Dave, I love you, Dave. Oh, I bet you Dave's wife just loves seeing him around the house.
The other thing is it takes a lot of time to do these things.
Hey, good on him. Lots of cool stick work in this, Kenny.
He's got hair.
He's got the hair, too.
Yeah. I think this is the one. He does something with his foot at the end.
Yeah.
There it is.
I love
this guy. This is under the creative thing too.
This is for creativity, no doubt.
Creativity. This is like he's not really playing it like I did it, but he's totally into what he's doing. I thought that had some value.
And the editing too, I like it.
There you go.
I love it.
And the face. Nice sounding room.
Yeah.
He's got hair too.
He's got the cool hair, man. Nice John.
Oh, I know this guy. Timothy.
That's cool. How you know this guy, Kenny?
A long time ago, he was at a clinic of mine in Seattle, and he's a drummer, but he became a badass ears, nose, throat surgeon.
A surgeon. Wow.
Go, Tim. He's going to that left drum.
I like this creativity right here, buddy.
I like the also the left elbow coming up. Whoa, that's cool. The high, yeah, it's different. It's not like this. Yeah. Oh, I know Sarah. She's badass. Got a killer groove. Oh,
she does, man.
And man, let me tell you, like she's like 30-degree black belt.
Wow.
Not 30.
She's a monster hitter too. Yeah. I love her style. I really do.
Well, she grooves. She's always about groove.
Yep. And there you go, my friend.
So I mean,
that's pretty interesting stuff, right? I mean, that's pretty interesting stuff. I want to
let everybody know that it's like there were a lot of people. I picked those 10, and I want to bring everybody on instead of having one person come on. I say everybody. Peter, can we pick a day where everybody comes on who's ever available, and I talk to everybody? See, like all of you can come on. We'll just do it as like a gang of people. It'll be a party. You can bring your favorite drink.
Hey, listen. Yeah. You want to start something different? That's cool with me.
Yeah, and and we'll call it coffee talk. And yeah, why doesn't everybody, Peter? Can you let them know, and then we'll just do a thing instead of having we'll just stay on and talk for what 30, 45 minutes and.
Well, we can do so. Are you suggesting that we so that these 10 people, and again, no disrespect to anyone else who has participated and all that kind of stuff, but we tried to put together. We know how hard it is for everyone to kind of record and post their videos and so on, and I think it's a great idea to bring people together so they can have a one-on-one with you at the same time, if that's what we're referring to. Of course, we can't have it
same time,
but bring them all at the same time. So if everyone's cool with that, then everybody here. What do you think of the overall feel? Is there anyone in there that kind of jumps out a little bit? I mean, there's a few.
Well, as far as feel, Sarah, I'd say she kind of captured the feel thing. Yeah, I don't think anybody played it note perfect. It's a tricky thing because first of all, when you're going from the hi-hat a lot of you caught this, but you definitely supposed to hit the snare drum and the floor tom together.
Right.
Okay, so it's 3 and a 4. The other thing is when you start the solo going up the drum on the end of 1. Now, because I think when I recorded it, I went, it's 18, 16, 12, and 10. So you go up 1, bap, boo. You go 10 to 12. But I flipped my toms around, so when I did it for you, I had to go 12 to the right, 10, 12, go. And then everything is down from that point is blah doo boo doo boo doo 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 blah boo boo boom. 10, 12, 16, 18, 12, 16, 18, boom. So it's that way. Ba boo boo ba boo 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 ba boo boo boom.
Right. So it's coming down at the end, but at the beginning, it's the only time it really goes up. Is that true?
Yeah.
I noticed that in some of the, I think most everybody had the do, the first 3, those first 3 notes and stuff. But I'm telling you, I've watched multiple videos of you doing it in different times and so on. And it's almost note for note each time. Obviously you're playing live and it's exciting, different, but it's so difficult to see that little intricacy that it's hard to explain, right?
Well, and it was hard to see everybody's because with the Zoom, it's like you're hearing something and then all of a sudden the physical thing is late.
Yeah, it's like boom.
It's exactly. Or it's boom.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this.
Whoa.
We apologize. Like I said, when I played that video right now for everybody, of course, when I'm watching it on my computer, it's in time, but it's being lagged because we're pushing it live over the internet right now, and sometimes live has that, like you said, that couple frames per second or beats per minute that comes out, and so it is hard, and it was hard for you to kind of see exactly what everyone was doing. So no, I appreciate that's a great idea. I mean, I think you're right. I think Sarah did a great job. Listen, everybody who put the time and energy into it.
Yeah.
Thank you for sending us all that stuff. It's fun to watch. I think David in the middle. That's my guy. That guy David. I'm sure his wife is loving. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what it was. But it was brilliant. It was brilliant, and he spent time on it. And he sent it to us, so that's even more important. So yeah, everybody. So what Kenny is suggesting? Everybody who showed up today on this. So let's just run through it real quick so that there's no misunderstanding here, and then we'll have it recorded here, Kenny. So let me go very quickly here. So the fact that we just threw that out there as a new way of presenting the winners and so on, that's cool with me. Let's throw up the drum solo. Let's go right back through everybody. So everybody that we listed here, make sure you reach back out to the email address that you sent your video through, and just say, hey, I was one of the ones in your video, and we'll arrange a time. Kenny, your schedule is so busy, and we're trying to figure out always how you and I can connect, let alone with everyone else. So we're going to pick a date. It won't be negotiable, everybody, just so you know. It's going to be around Kenny's schedule only. So we'll pick a time and a date where if you can come on, that would be great. And Kenny, that's what we'll do. So let me just run through real quick. There's Jesse Lee. Hey, Jesse, I hope you got that basement rental. But hey, the drums sound good in that room, Kenny. He might want to leave it alone.
I would leave it alone.
Right?
I would leave it alone.
I would leave it alone. So appreciate there he is there pre the basement rental. So thank you, Jesse. Appreciate that. And let's see. This is Lisa. So Lisa, thank you. And of course, you said that Lisa's not a drummer. I mean,
she's not. I know her from. She sends me her tracks, and I put drums on her songs. So she's really she plays anything, but she learns. She obviously learned how to play drums for this.
Wow, that is cool. So Lisa, good on you for that. That was a super A+ for effort. And the editing, Kenny, she threw in a little bit of edits in there, so I appreciate that. David Gomez, I love his name. I love the last name here. I think it's Escribano. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but if I had a name like David Gomez Escribano, oh man, I'd be the head of something. I'll tell you, that is cool. That's cool
for sure.
He's a hard hitter too. He's hitting those drums really hard. So, and he has a Fogarty shirt on. I mean, that doesn't hurt at all. And there's Dave. There's my buddy Dave. Hey Dave, shout out to you, my friend. I got to hear that one more time, Kenny, real quickly. I love it. I just love it. Whatever you say. Hey, listen, Dave. Good on you for sending it in. Appreciate it. Who else is on here very quickly? Hey, Will Wyatt. Great job, my friend. Cool hair. And he's got the stick work going on there, Kenny. So
very good job.
I love about this one, Kenny. I don't know if you ever remember these days for you, but look where he's set up. Right next to the furnace in the basement. You got to love that, right?
Yeah, man. That seemed natural to me.
That's rock and roll right there. That's where you cut your chops down in your basement, everybody. That's how it's done right there. It's cool. Kent, so thank you for doing that. He had multiple cameras too, by the way, and A+ for creativity on that. We got a cool DW kit there, Kenny. Really cool DW kit there. And let's run over to Ron. I think it's Muniz. Let me just move this up a bit. Yeah, Muniz. If I said that right, Ron, great job and great sound in that room, by the way. I'm sure again the neighbors like that. That's for sure. Through those walls. And there's Timothy. And you said Timothy is a surgeon now or something?
Yeah. Oh yeah, ears, nose, throat specialist. Wow. And he's but I met him in Seattle. He used to live there, and he was a drummer. And
that's cool that you remember that. I don't even know how you could possibly even remember that, but that's fantastic. And thank you, Timothy, for sending that in. And there's Mike. I think it's Huggins, I'm assuming. So Mike, thank you for sending in this. And this came in this one came in just like literally last minute, Kenny, just to let you know. So he squeezed it in. I wanted to make sure we got it in. And I thought it was A for effort, and lots of hi-hats there, brother. I love it. Lots of hi-hats on that one. I love that. And then Sarah, of course. Sarah's, I got to tell you, I got to learn more about her, but man, she is just super smooth, and she just got this groove and feel.
Yeah, she's got a killer groove. Right? She got that. That's the most.
I know what you mean.
Thing.
She's got it, whatever that it is. I think she has.
The whole body moves, but that's
I've
always instruct that, to tell people to use your body and make everything move is one thing.
Right.
It might be that she does martial arts too, because she's used to moving the whole body, but she's totally in groove.
I love it. There you go, Sarah. Great job. Great job. So Kenny, fantastic. I mean, a lot of really cool entries, everybody, and so on. Let's just jump to the comments here and make sure everyone understands everything. We're getting lots of hellos, of course. Everyone wants to sit and chat with you all day. You know that. So that's why I'll try to get some comments up for everybody as you wait for, you're going to jump onto a photo shoot here in a second. So let me just throw out a couple one-liner. Here's Kent. Hey, Kent was in on it. Sounds killer, Kenny. Looking forward to checking out new music and other projects. So Kent was involved in this video, which is fantastic. Here's a quick little one from Chris. Kenny, I've been a huge fan for many, many years, back to 84, following you ever.
Oh, cool.
So
Mellencamp years.
There you go. Here's something from out of Detroit somewhere a couple times. So here's from Mark Weymouth, I believe it is.
Oh, wow. Lesson, Kenny, random comes into Detroit. Oh, yeah. Wow. Fantastic.
That's cool, right? That's cool stuff. Here's a comment from Rick. Keep up the hard work.
I will.
Here's Scott Ross. He says, my 40-year brother, Ken. Who's Scott Ross?
He's a buddy of mine. Yeah, absolutely. I know. Awesome. Yeah. That's Bloomington years. Yeah.
We're going back, everybody. That's where we're going. Sven.
Sven. Where's Sven?
I don't know. That's a cool name. Look at the name.
Dude, you're from he's in the Netherlands. He's up there.
Yeah, right. There's a cool thing. Hey, Kenny from Rick, we appreciate that. Cheers from Brazil. We had that one in it, which is yeah.
Hey,
everybody. Cool. Let me just throw in a couple more here for you, Kenny. Tori Dent McDonald. Hi, Kenny. Appreciate that. Just one quick question for you. Any news on Fogarty stuff or anything? Is anything happening down the pipes, or is that still just frozen in time?
Everything's pretty much frozen. It takes a lot to get everything.
Yeah.
You have to realize you have to get the venues, all the people working. You got to make the audience has to feel safe going there. Everybody in the band, on the buses, on the trucks, on the planes has to feel safe. It's going to take a little while. But I did get an email from Fogarty saying, they're trying to book stuff in 2021. Satriani, they just moved everything like a lot of bands from 2020 to 2021. But
right.
But realistically, what I'm hearing is that because we got to get through this COVID.
Yeah.
Which means everybody either has to get it or get in contact with it or get a vaccine, which is getting in contact with it. So it's gonna be a while. We have just to work through this and adapt to it. So I would say, I was supposed to do a concert November 1st,
right?
A Pink Floyd type concert, but tickets were down. It was in Texas. People felt uncomfortable. So
okay.
I just was just 2 nights ago on TV was the Jerry Lee Lewis. I flew to there was no way I was going to miss that. I flew to Memphis and drove to Mississippi and performed with Jerry Lee Lewis. Jerry didn't perform, but it was Jerry's 85th birthday. Jimmy Swaggart, I played with him. His cousin, the evangelist, 85, and Mickey Gilley, his cousin, 85, and I played with Mickey. And everybody, you should check it out. It's on YouTube, I believe. And what's amazing about it is that you've got everybody from Joe Walsh, Bonnie Raitt, John Fogerty, Elton John, Keith Richards, Chris Isaac, Tanya Tucker, and on and on and on. People playing and singing and saying happy birthday, Jerry. And then I performed a whole bunch of numbers with the softest you'll ever hear me play. Soft, but driving the crap out of the band softly.
Well, everything you just said, I didn't see the video yet, but I saw that you posted the link to it, so I got to get to see the show.
Very cool.
And I skimmed through it, and I saw all those people you talked to.
Oh my God!
Special messages and so on. But here's the kicker for me: it was like there was only one guy in the room with Jerry that night. That was you. So that's pretty cool, man. Like
the weird thing is when you see I have either recorded or performed with 95% of those people and. Keith Richards, Elton John, Chris Isaac, Marty Stewart, Billy Gibbons, John Fogerty, Tanya Tucker. I've performed and recorded with. I mean, it's uncanny how many people in that thing, and I was just my mind was going like, oh my God!
I totally believe it.
It's almost ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll really? Definitely. We'll. I think you posted it on your Facebook page, so I'll send everybody over there to. We ask everyone to just go check that out. Hey, listen, look, we got a couple people. I love when we see these kinds of things. Look, from Australia, Darren, how are you?
Yeah, awesome.
Good to see you. Look, Lynchburg, Virginia. Hello, Virginia over there. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's go back a little bit farther down here. My favorite drummer. There we go. Look, my favorite drummer. I like that. Don seems to have you on speed dial.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. There you go. Look, everyone loves you, Kenny. There you go. Look, best worldwide drummer of all time. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Thank you,
pretty
Carol.
powerful. Yeah, that's fantastic. Look at this. I love this. Kenny's tone style playing is huge, and the man's heart's even bigger. Hey, how do you beat that? That's a good legacy, brother. That's a great legacy to have in life, right there.
Your heart is everything.
Yeah, people will forget what you say and do, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. And if you make
your heart is who you are.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, I appreciate that. That's fantastic. Greetings to driver Europe. We got someone from Europe here. Greetings from John Fogarty, driver in John Fogarty, driver. What do you mean? Like he drove?
The bus. He was one of our bus drivers. Hey, Henry, that's awesome, man. I love that.
That is cool. I love that too. That's watch this here. Watching from WTKY, cool, 103.9 FM in Whiteville, North Carolina. I'm assuming here. Very happy to be working at my desk right now so I can watch this.
Don't get fired. Don't get fired.
Yeah, don't get fired. But hey, that's I love that button. That's a cool name. Cool. 103.9 FM. There you go. There's a little plug right there. Fantastic. Let's go. I love Kenny. Yeah, I love Kenny's segments in Hired Gun. So again, thank you, Fran, and for letting us to go out on or simulcasting us out on
I have to see if
that was a great film. You did a great job in that. I hope everyone will go and watch Hired Gun again because the story's in there, and your story is predominant in there, which I love that. So that's great. And you did a great job. Is right. Absolutely. Let's see who else we got here. Just always have drummers are the most coordinated people on the planet. It's true. We have to figure stuff out. I don't call myself a drummer, Kenny. Just so you know, I can play drums. I don't consider myself a drummer, but I can play when I have to. So sometimes when people say, "Are you a drummer?" I'm like, "Well, I can play them. I don't know if I'm a drummer." I love that. So let me just keep going through here, Kenny, very quickly. Hello. Let's see. I love Kathy. Oh, Kathy Higgins always tunes in to watch us. I think Kathy's the one with the kid in her living room, and they kicked her out of the band or something, and and she's haunting them to this day about it. Kathy, I think it's a story.
No, I've never met Buddy Rich. I played on with his band and recorded 2 songs with the Buddy Rich band, but I never met him. Nope.
Never met him. Okay.
I met Kathy Rich many times, but not Buddy.
Right. Okay. Got it. Here's a couple things here. Oh, Sarah, there you are, Sarah. Rock and roll, man. You got it. You got the man. She's a rock star. I mean, right there. So good to see you, Sarah. I have the drum head and sticks on the wall of the studio now.
Yeah, Brad. Yep.
Right. There you go. And let's see who else is here. Just quick, last couple quick ones for you, Kenny. Here we go, Brian. You inspired millions every time I play a gig locally. You're in there somewhere in the song.
Cool, fantastic. So I love hearing that. Thank you.
I love that as well. Let's see the last one here. This is cool. I always love when there's a little story. Kenny, it's your Seattle Seahawks security guard.
Yeah.
Remember this person? What's that about? Happy Halloween. What does that mean? What's
okay. Debbie, I love it. Yeah. Well, I played with the drum line for the Seattle Seahawks game at the stadium. And I was a featured. Yeah, it was a big drum line, and I was at a big drum set. And of course, it rained. But she was taking care of me, that's Debbie. I don't believe that's the only time you've driven me before. But yeah, she was, I think, but maybe but I recognize her. Somebody had to make sure I was, the
taken
fans.
Care of and,
yeah.
Not wet, all that stuff. Yeah.
Because they knew I was a Colts fan, so they were going to beat the crap out of me. So.
Are you still a Colts fan, by the way? You still watch?
I am a Colts fan.
Are you really? Okay.
I'm on this. I got to talking about football. I'm on this group, this Metal International group, and one of the guests is a guy who played for Buffalo Bills for 4 seasons and played with the Giants. He was in 5 Super Bowls and lost, and I was at every one of those games. How bizarre is that? I've been to 11 Super Bowls. So I was at, that guy's going to be a guest, and I'm going to talk to him about, I saw you lose 5 times.
Oh, man.
Who loses 5 Super Bowls?
Well, but to get to the Super Bowl, I mean,
you're a winner. You're a winner to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I know the inside on all those games. It's pretty amazing.
It is. I'm sure it is. No, it's
Yeah.
fantastic. So listen, everybody, we just wanted to wrap up the idea of the Jack and Diane drum solo. It's over, as everyone knows. We haven't been getting any new. If you do send them, don't send them. It's over. And everybody we just showed there, please reach out to us on the email that you sent it in. And Kenny, thanks for doing this. I think a lot of people had fun with it. I think they love the fact that they can interact with you and share these kinds of stories. And we'll do it again, everybody. What we'll do is we'll figure out how to get everyone coordinated for you. I don't think we'll do that as a live show, Kenny. We'll probably do that privately. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do it live. Hey, maybe
maybe
we should do it live. I don't know. I think being live be pretty cool. And then of course the people that are participating can have their friends and family watch them. On the channel.
Let's do live. Have everybody watch.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna have to go because I got to get ready for this photo shoot.
You got stuff to do. And listen, everybody, a big shout out to everyone for watching us here on Facebook and YouTube and on LinkedIn. So don't forget, everybody on LinkedIn, Kenny is got his virtual speaking set up, right, Kenny? So all you CEOs and C-suites out there looking for a speaker, that guy over there is willing to do it. All right. So everybody, please take care of yourself. Kenny, great to see you again, my friend. Send me some of those pictures. You're going to do some photo shoots right now. Send me some pictures. I will. What's going on? See you, everybody. Take care of yourself and be kind out there. Cheers, everyone.
Bye. See ya.